Hujambo Lifehouse. Hello everyone, hope you're all okay. Most of you will know that in just 4 weeks' time I'll be travelling to Kenya with a few other pastors, Elim pastors from across the UK, and our good friend and regional leader Paul Hudson will be leading that trip, which is a very good thing because he has vast experience in this wonderful continent of Africa. And I'm really excited about this trip because I haven't been overseas on mission for a little while now, but I have been to Africa once before, and it was just an incredible experience. And I've always wanted to go to Kenya, having met so many beautiful Kenyans and knowing how wonderful and kind and generous the Kenyan people are. And I'm also looking forward to some warmer weather. Bring it on. So we're going to be doing a number of things across 10 days or so, training pastors, visiting a number of churches and new church plants, and preaching and speaking in churches and in conferences, as well as distributing food and aid relief into some of the poorest areas in the country. And we're travelling with a real sense of expectation in our hearts, and we're ready for anything. And if you've ever travelled on mission to Africa before, then you'll know that you've got to be ready because anything could happen. So I'd love it if you could do a couple of things for me. Firstly, please pray for me and the rest of the team that as we go, that we'll carry something in our hearts for the people that we meet. That God will lead us, provide for us, use us, and mostly that he will be glorified and his kingdom will be advancing in power and glory as we go. And that we'd see many, many salvations and miracles of healing and signs and wonders. I really want to see God moving in wonderful ways on this trip. So let me know if you have any words of wisdom or encouragement or prophetic insight ahead of our trip so that I can prepare as much as I can for it. We start the trip by travelling from London into Kenya's capital, Nairobi, on the 9th of March before heading north to Lodwar in Turkana County for a few days before we then head over to Malindi on the east coast, which is a really, really poor area, and then back to Nairobi for another ministry leg. And it's going to be a very busy trip, and I'd really appreciate your support in prayer. And of course, a trip like this doesn't come without some expenses, so some of those are travelling costs, but we're also wanting to distribute food and other essentials in some of the very poor areas where Elim has ongoing work. So if you feel able to support me in some way, shape or form, either by contributing to travel costs or the distribution of aid, then please do get in touch with me. And I'd really, really appreciate that. And I'll give you a really big hug. So I'm really excited to see what God has got planned for us during this trip, and I'm looking forward to sharing with you along the way. So keep an eye out for regular updates on social media, and track with me as I go. God bless you, and ciao for now.